Hello, my name is Joel Crafton, and welcome to my Logic Pro 10.7.3 tutorial. Today's tutorial is about vocal plugin presets that come with Logic Pro 10. It gives you such a professional sound and a starting point where you don't have to pull your hair out because it's so technical. It's not. The presets give you a head start in getting and digging into your production and the sound that you want to hear. So let's get started. I'm going to go over here to where it says library. And how do you get to library? Is you see this little box here? You click on that and it gives you library. You see where it says vocals or voice? You click on voice and you have all of these presets that can give you a starting point in the sound that you are trying to get. Now this boils down to experimenting. You experiment with each sound, you have something you like, you get up and running. So I'm going to point over here to, let's say, bright vocals. I click or double click on it and I have bright vocals. Now you can hear there's some echo there. If there's, for whatever reason, you don't like that much echo, go to your keyboard, hit X, and you can see all the plugins that are here that make up that sound. Let's click on the exciter, tune it down a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not echoing as much. So I'm going to leave that there. I can hit the space bar because I was recording at the same time, so you'll be able to hear me. I hit return, space bar to play. I hit the space bar to stop. I can hit return to go back to the beginning. So let's recap a little bit. To record a new track, or if I want to record a track with the exact same settings of bright vocals, I would click on this one. Double squares right here. So let's do it. It gave me the exact same thing. Now I want to mute the one that I recorded, so I'll hit this M here and hit record here. So now, because this track is highlighted, I would be recording on this. Now if I click on the X on the keyboard, I can see it's the exact same settings as this one. Okay, but this track is muted with an M. I click the X again, brings me back to here. If I hit the space bar, hit record on my keyboard, now I'm recording on a new track. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hit the space bar to stop. Now, I'll hit return again. Now, I don't have to create a new track if I want to use a different sound. So I'll click on Classic. Classic appears right here. If I hit X on the keyboard, I can see that it's different. See, this has channel EQ here. This has tape dry, pedals, compressor. This has an exciter. This one doesn't. So don't worry about it if you don't understand what each one of those plugins are, because that's a whole new video. So let's go again to, let's say, another sound, because it echoes there. I can take it out, but I'm just going to click on another sound. A different preset. It says natural vocals. If I click X on the keyboard, it's going to show me which ones will give me that preset. I can click on where it says comp, which is compressor, double click it. If I need a little bit more punch, I can turn this up just a little bit. It gives me a little bit more punch. Now the mistake that a lot of people do is if you go over here, you see a small circle. That's mono. Now the microphone, it's not stereo because I'm singing, it's one person, it's one thing. So it should be a circle just like you see right now. If it's double, right, your headphones, it'll come out on one side and one side only. So a lot of people say, oh man, what did I do? What's wrong? I'm only hearing one side. The reason why you were hearing one side is because it was in stereo. When you're recording a microphone, it's mono, meaning one. Click the X on the keyboard, and it brings me back to where I can start recording. Now, you can go to these different presets without double clicking it. You can hit this arrow here. And it brought me to a slammed vocal. Okay, so if I like what I recorded here, but I'm not so much happy with the sound, I can just keep clicking this to get something that's close to what I'm hearing in my head. So as we recap, again, I have this one on mute. This is the one I'm working with. If I love this sound and I wanted to record a background or a second track, whatever the case may be, I would click on this double square. That would give me the exact same settings. If I want something a little different, I can click on this X here, or the plus sign, and just click create. And this has absolutely no presets. So I can go to vocals here, and I'm back to where my presets are. If I want warm vocals or experimental, I just double click it. Voice, natural vocals, tracking vocals. As I click it here, it'll appear here. Now if I wanted to put something else at the end of that, double click it and say, Joel, I can do that, and hit enter. So I can remember if I have multiple people doing different vocal tracks, just to see what it said here, I can get confused. But what I can do is put something at the end of it. Now I know that's me that did that vocal track.